Carty, the Challenge Cup quarter-final coming up this Saturday against nearest and dearest Hull KR. Straight off the bat, how much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. It's a funny one because we knew the game was coming up, but sort of 3 weeks ago. So really happy with the way the boys have handled the last 3 weeks since the Wigan game. We knew this was coming and it was going to be a huge occasion, but we were able to go out and have 2 really good, tough away wins and put us in good stead for the Super League as well. So, look, been very hard to keep this in the back of the mind, but it's not anymore. It's here now. We're Monday getting ready for the Saturday game.
I'll take you back to the Monday that the quarter-final was drawn. How did you follow the draw? Were you watching it at home, and what was your reaction when Hull KR came?
No, I couldn't get vision of it, but as soon as the draw came out, the phone went crazy. And yeah, funnily enough, I just thought we'd be playing Wigan when we did, and I thought when these 2 teams got through to the quarter-final, I had a feeling that we'd be playing them in the quarter-final as well. So it's a competition where you've got to beat everyone anyway, so it's not. But this game, you know, even though I haven't been here for one before, you can just sense there's something a little bit extra about it.
Just try and summarise the scale of this game for us. The 2 Hull clubs haven't met in a Challenge Cup fixture for circa 40 years. This is a quarter-final with a lot riding on the line. Just how big does it feel to the playing group?
Local derbies, they're different wherever you go. I've played at home, played in and coached in local derbies, but I don't think I've ever sort of come across one as intense and as passionate as this one. Like I say, I can't wait to get to the game and feel it and witness it. But just reading, talking, and watching, I've been part of Bronco Titans derbies, Bronco Cowboys derbies. In my day, Penrith Parramatta derbies were huge, but I can't think that any of those derbies were more intense than the build-up to this one.
And the 2 Hull clubs drawing each other in a cup game is big enough in itself, but the script is almost perfect given that the 2 sides are first and second in the Super League table at the moment.
Yeah, it's funny having the 2 seasons go at once. It's funny for me, I'm not used to it, so really happy, like I said earlier, just that we've been able to just sneak a few wins out leading up to this game. You know, however you win, winning form's good form, gives you confidence. But yeah, we're up against a totally different prospect this week. You know, the KR are the form team in the competition. Their last 2 weeks, they've only given up the 1 try. They've scored plenty of points themselves. And they're building that on the back of 3 really strong years, you know, playing in big games. So, look, we've got a lot to overcome this week.
I suppose the 2 sides will go into the game with different elements of confidence. Hull KR have been playing some free-flowing attacking rugby, but at the same time, Hull FC have been grinding out wins. Which of those do you feel will come out on top?
Yeah, well, their last couple of games have been afternoon football. You know, I think we've only had the one so far, and I was really happy with the footy we played. It's a totally different prospect playing at 8 o'clock at night than it is at 2:30 in the afternoon. So, look, our field's fast. The weather's going to be good. So, you know, I'd expect both sides to, given the opportunity, would like to play a bit of, you know, free-flowing football. Time will tell. But, you know, tight games are generally won by field position and possession, and that's not going to change in this one.
The players had the weekend off after Thursday night's win at Castleford, although they were told to spend their time wisely and responsibly and professionally, of course. They were back in this morning, Monday morning, as we speak now. How was training gone today? I imagine an intense day.
Yeah, it's fortunate that we've got 3 training days to get right for the game. Really intense. We didn't go for too long, but just really intense. Very happy with the way they turned up this morning. Just bounced in, and you could sense there was something in the air. You know, it's a big game. We just want to go out there and do it credit. Try and keep our fans as active as they possibly can be in the game, because you know we've been lucky enough to have 2,000 travelling supporters the last couple of weeks. This week, hopefully, we've got 20,000 at our home ground. So we want to give them something that they can cheer for and be happy about.
And with all the build-up that's happening this week and the noise that will be in the MKM Stadium pre-kick-off on Saturday, how important is it for the players to all of a sudden just suppress those emotions and game minds on?
Yeah, that's going to be everything. They've had some big games in the last couple of years, so they're probably used to it. We've got big game players, but we haven't been together all that long, so this is going to be the biggest game a lot of them have ever played in. But we've also got Aiden there who played grand finals. Jordan Rapana has, Johnny Asiata has. So yeah, you do. Look, there's no doubt about it. You've got to keep you calm and keep you cool. That's where you play your best football. But you've also got to enjoy that the atmosphere that's going to be there. It might never come around again, a Challenge Cup quarter final or knockout situation for all of these boys. So we're excited, But you're right. You've got to temper all that passion and excitement with making sure you're in the zone to play.
And taking a deeper look into the squad. I mean, there's players in that squad that you have who have family members who support Hull KR. I mean, that must be so strange.
Yeah, it just says a fair bit about what the derby is. If you're on one side of the fence, you're on one side of the fence. It's that simple. I would hope that anyone with parents who's a KR supporter would be cheering their son home this weekend, but it's that intense. I'm not sure.
How much do you relish sort of moments and weeks like this?
Well, this is what keeps you going. It's why you do what you do at the end of the day. It's too tough a sport not to enjoy, and these are the moments that you enjoy the best. It's the ultimate test. These guys are winning the comp. They're in great form. They've been, probably the form club behind Wigan over the last 3 years. So we got it all to do, but I'm really excited by it.
And if there weren't enough storylines and headlines, another one came this midday with the announcement of the signature of Will Price with immediate effect. Can you give us any indication as to whether he'll be involved at the weekend?
Yeah, look, he gets here Wednesday, so it's going to be a push. He won't train Wednesday. He gets here a bit later. We'll just get him in, assess him, make sure he passes all his tests, and then physically, it's a long trip. Give him a run around Friday. Cade's not available, so there's a position there that wasn't there last week. So we'll make that call on Friday after a good discussion with Will and the medical staff.
Well, bigger picture, whether or not he is involved on Saturday, great signing for the club. A kid with bags of talent.
Yeah, huge signing for the club. Local, as in an English boy. Certainly has the prospect of being a representative player, I'd imagine. I'm sure that's part of his reasoning for coming back as well. Look, he's had 2 tough years in the NRL, but he's also, I dare say, he's going to come back a lot better player. 2 tough off seasons. New South Wales Cup's a very strong competition. He got a crack in the NRL, so he knows what it's all about. But for him to want to come back here and commit to us for 3 years, it's a huge thing for the club.
And just one final one on Will Price. He had a breakthrough year at Huddersfield in 2021 where he played alongside Aidan Caesar. That's a combination that's going to be reunited at Hull FC. How well do you feel those two will work together and complement one another? Yeah,
well, it's good that they have that, they've had that little bit of time together. I think the thing with Will is he's going to come back a lot more experienced and a lot physically a bigger and stronger boy mentally. And he's coming into a team that's sort of very tight and playing for each other. So it's a good position for him to be in, but it's even better position for the club to be in, to have that depth that we have in those key areas now. If anything happens regarding injuries, suspensions, form, we got options to draw on.